What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode. If y'all watched part one, you saw that the crawfish traps, we didn't even get to see if they worked or not because the river flooded overnight like 5 feet. Set 5 of my traps, we lost 4 of them. It wasn't a good time. We're in terrible conditions in North Carolina right now. It's raining pretty much every single day. We have no good weather. So the chance of us setting these traps in a river that is gonna flood if it does rain is not an option for us. I told you guys in the last video, we're gonna try to find a different type of creek that stew flows pretty good. It's big enough to where we can set these traps, but it's not gonna flood as bad. So right now I'm down on the side of the road, and behind us we have this small little creek right here, and I think it runs for absolutely miles. It's a pretty big creek. I got Dylan out here with me today.
What's going on, guys?
Because I lost 4 of my traps, I actually had to make some different ones, and after losing those, me and Dylan thought about it. We wanted to modify our traps a little bit more, so we spent a good amount of time making these. They're pretty good, y'all. I know for sure now if there's any crawfish in the area, we have a better chance of catching them. So that's what we're about to do now. I have 3 traps. I'm gonna show you guys as we walk further down what they look like, how they're gonna work, the type of bait we have, how we're gonna pick our spots to set them. So let's get to it. What I'm liking better about the spot so far is that it's actually not that thick to walk back here. Most of these little creeks on the side of the road, it is a pain to get back here. There's thorns everywhere. Y'all saw that from the last video.
I don't like thorns.
We don't like thorns. So me and Dylan actually scouted this place out before we actually grabbed the traps and all the equipment. And we found 3 good spots. We have 3 traps with us today. This river flows pretty fast, but it isn't really a good sign. The crawfish really don't like the current that much. Same with any other species that are living in this little river right now. Current makes them use their energy, and it makes these fish and all these creatures exhausted, so they don't like the current. Actually, coming up to our first spot, we have to cross the river to drop one of these traps. And I'll show you guys why we picked this location to drop it. We have to cross that tree. I am not good with balance, so we'll see how this goes. This isn't good, Dylan. All right, y'all, so just like I said, I'm terrible with balance. This isn't gonna be good. I'm just gonna hold the traps, the bait, and all the line. Dylan will hold the camera because, like I said, he has better balance than me. Dylan, this ain't gonna go well. Why is there gotta be a hole right here? I don't know.
Don't slow down. Just keep walking normal.
Huh?
Just keep walking normal.
I can't, Dylan.
Don't slow down.
Dude, I hate heights. Oh. Little crawfish hole.
Alright, guys, I'm not worried about this at all. So I'm just going to hold the camera like this as I go across. It's the same thing Peter just walked over. But the trick is when you're crossing stuff like this, just be confident. Just keep going. Don't slow down. And just like that, we're on the other side.
Alright, y'all, so walking up to our first spot, I'm gonna start talking to you guys about what the traps and how we made them and why we're picking this spot. So like I just mentioned to y'all, crawfish and any other species that are living in this river right now, they don't like current. They might use current to travel to a new location. But that's the whole goal. They're looking for a new location to kind of post off and get on a shoal and just kind of sit there and just get out that current. Y'all can see right here, it doesn't look that bad, but this river is actually flowing pretty fast, and that's what it does all the way down. So me and Dylan walked the first, like I said, and we found this one spot right here. If y'all can tell, there's still current coming in from right there, and then it leads out, and then they can continue going down the river. So as these fish and crawfish are going to be moving, they're actually going to come to this spot and just kind of post up right here. Just a great spot to where I think there's going to be some crawfish. Might even get some creek chubs, some bluegill. I've never been to this river. I have no clue what's in here, but I know that is a good spot right there. All right, y'all, from our last traps, you guys saw that we just made 4 entry holes, and we just had them on the bottom, and me and Dylan started thinking that these crawfish come in, the holes are too low to the trap where they actually sit at, so them getting out was kind of an option. And once again, I never get to find out how those traps did because we lost them. So what me and Dylan did was we made 2 little cones right here, so as the crawfish come in, they'll drop down through here, so they have all this little access right here just to kind of sit there and eat the bait. And apparently crawfish are not that smart. Once they kind of come in, they can crawl back up, but the odds of them doing that I don't think is likely. So we have 2 entrance holes. These traps just look a lot better than the last ones. I have this little door right here that we can open up to put the bait in and then take the crawfish out. So I think it's pretty good, and I did some mods too. The last traps really didn't sink that well. There were 2 lights, so we just tied some cast net weights to the trap. We have 6 of those on here. We'll sit level on the bottom. Then we also just put a little zip tie right here in the floor so we can just tie the line to it, make it a little bit easier. Try to fix these traps up. I'm still using the 40-pound mono just because these rivers aren't flowing as fast. It's pretty clear water, so I can actually see what I'm putting this trap into.
Also, the spots we're choosing now don't have a lot of current, so we definitely won't break this line this time.
All right, y'all, the first one is tied. All right, y'all, for bait, I'm using a gizzard shad right here. It's a pretty big one, probably close to 10 inches. Crawfish love the nasty smell of anything that stinks, so I know for sure this is gonna get their attention. I'm gonna cut a nice chunk off the tail. That's what we got right there. Open up our little door right here, take our clamp off, drop the bait in. This is our trap right here. Go ahead and drop it in the location that we want. There's actually some little crawfish holes all around this bank. There's a ton of rocks, a ton of sticks. This is going to be a really good spot, guys. Perfect. Jump down here, stick a little stick in the ground, tie her off. What sucks now is that this was the first spot we wanted to set our trap at, so we have to cross the river again, cross the stick again, the tree over there, and then finish going down the river to our last 2 spots. Let's get to it. I ain't worried. Yeah. Dylan's almost across. Alright, y'all, been walking for about 5 minutes. It's not too far. If y'all can see what we're walking through, like I said, it's not that bad. A lot of it's open, which is a good sign for us. Alright, y'all, rerouting. Me and Dylan just missed the spots completely. We walked a little bit too far. We're going back now. I think they're right here. Alright, y'all, me and Dylan just walking through the woods, but right now we're currently lost. Look what I just found. A little buck skull, a little 3-pointer. Me and Dylan just walked like a mile. We thought our spots were further up and they weren't, so we just walked through thorns and the worst stuff possible for nothing. Our spots were up further, so we're at the spots now. Y'all can see the currents flowing this way, and then right in front of this little stump right here, that blue is, that's a deep pocket right there. You walk up more, there's no current right here, and there's another pocket right there. So hopefully these crawfish and creek chubs, whatever's in this little river right here, we'll run down the river and then kind of post up at these little spots right here, because there's no current. We're gonna put one there, and then one here. Let's get to work. Our bait out. Put our trap up, one piece in. Let's go ahead and toss her in. Perfect. Fire off this tree right here. Gives her head in here. Got a lot of faith in this pocket right here, y'all. It's super deep. And it's the biggest one we have. That's deep, dude. Can't even see the trap anymore. So me and Dylan just set those traps, guys. We have 3 set. We walked this little creek right here for probably about 2 miles. We found the best location possible. Those are the best 3 pockets we could find. So I have high hopes they're loaded with crawfish. Like I told you guys in the last video, confidence is a big key in this. Me and Dylan worked really hard. Thank you, Dylan, for doing that. We worked really hard trying to get those traps looking good. Make sure that the traps are working right for the best ability. Dylan wants to Tarzan this.
Whoa, dude, I'm up here. Tarzan.
Anything you want to say, Dylan?
I don't want to talk. We got high hopes for this one, guys. The bait is in a lot better location this time. There's a lot less current in the spots that we put it in, so hopefully we can get some crawfish this video, because we got a good plan with them. Like
Dylan said, we have something crazy planned for these guys once we catch them. This video is not over. We're going to come check them tomorrow morning. Crawfish are most active at night, so hopefully they'll do their thing, and we'll come back to some crawfish. Y'all stay tuned. All right, y'all, me and Dylan are walking on the sidewalk right now. Going back to our crawfish. It is the next day. Oh, I don't understand. Me and Dylan just realized this. Why is every single time we set these traps, it floods the next day? I mean, it is just flooded down there. Every single time we set traps, it floods. Overnight the next day. I don't understand. Look at this, y'all, man. You guys probably can't tell from the camera, but it is flowing so fast. Chocolate milk water flooded overnight again. I know you guys would think just wait until there's not going to be any rain that night, but we don't, like I said, in North Carolina right now, it rains every single day. We don't really have any good weather. One time we did, we came out here as fast as we could, set these traps, and it floods overnight. Alright, y'all, so this is the first trap that we set. If y'all can just tell me, look at how brown the water is. It's flowing extremely fast. Like I said, hopefully crawfish had time to get into the traps before it flooded. So let's go ahead and jump down here.
No bait. Oh, there's bait in there.
Bait's in there. And we have nothing. Bait hasn't even been touched. Throw that up there. First trap had nothing, y'all. Looks like the bait hasn't even been touched, but we have 2 other traps, and those are actually placed in 2 better spots with a much deeper pocket, so let's go check those. So there's 1 trap down here in this puddle, and I think there's 1 behind Dylan. There's 1 in there, Dylan.
We got one.
Dude, look at the size of those, Dylan.
We got some.
Dude, look at the size of those.
I don't know if you guys can see that, but we finally got our first 2 crawfish.
Thank you. Those are giants, Dylan.
Got some, boys. It's kind of hard to see through the wiring of the trap, but we're gonna get them out of there so you guys can get a closer look. But before we do that, let's check this other trap because we might have some more. Is there some?
Anything?
Can't see.
No.
No.
Oh, there's a bluegill.
Where?
Stuck in. Dude, what happened to you? Is he still alive?
We'll save that guy.
Yeah, he is. Alright, y'all, a little baby bluegill.
Oh, he was ready.
He's back. Those are big ones, son. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and take these out.
Yes.
Don't pinch me. Dude, look at the size of that one, dude.
I know.
Bait's out. Dude, that is a giant. Look at
that, guys.
Look at the size of that dude. He's got to be at least 3.5 inches, man. Every bit. So Dylan has this little bucket. Out of all the things I told him to bring, he brings the little Kool-Aid container. So we're gonna plop him in there.
They will not get out of there. Look at that, guys.
This one's a little bit smaller, but it's still a giant, dude. And that one's out. Look at the claws on him, dude. Yeah, I can't do that. Look at his little tail. So that is number 2 right there. I mean, they're good size, man.
Oh, yeah.
Big N. And put him. Ah, he's pinching me with his little things down here. Come on now. Ah, get off me. Let's put him in there. Look at the size of those things. Alright, y'all, so these are the 2 crawfish right here. So the plan was, we hope to get a lot more, but because these are so, like, these are just giant, y'all. Like, these are awesome crawfish to have. I'm actually thinking about raising a pet bass pretty soon, so when the time comes, I am going to keep 2 crawfish. Actually, one's like him and bigger. But the whole idea we had, y'all, you guys know my pond, it's not the healthiest. The bass in there don't have a lot of food. I stock it as much as I can, and I would love to stock my pond with crawfish. I think it'd be great for them. It'll get these bass more aggressive to actually look at bottom baits like Texas rigs when I go and fish it. And plus, it's just a great food source for them. I feel like all bass should have the option to eat crawfish, and there's just none in my pond. So that's where we're going to take these 2 right now. I know you guys are thinking just 2, wait until you get a lot, but this could be a male and a female. She could have, I mean, anything can happen, so just stocking the population little by little like I do with any other species that I catch. It's a good start, it's a good sign, so that's what we're going to do with these guys because they're just awesome. I mean, look at the orange on their claws, dude. Look at it, it's spazzing out. I mean, these are giants, guys. This one has to be at least 3.5, 4 inches. I mean, he is thick, and this is a little bit smaller, but this is still a giant crawfish. They're the same species. Both have the little orange on their tips, same colors. You can just tell this one's just a lot, probably older, and he's a giant, he's bigger. These are just awesome crawfish right here. Like I said, we have our little bucket right here. We're gonna throw these guys in. Don't have to get pinched. Pretty sure they need to have water, just a little bit in there. Just good right there. Now they have some water. I would set some more, y'all, but because it's flowing so bad, these traps are just gonna get brought down. I don't wanna lose them. The traps worked. We're leaving with all 3, so let's go ahead and pack it. Let's hit the road. We have arrived in my pond. I got the little crawfish right here. We're walking up to the spot right now. I can't wait to release these guys. Here's our 2 crawfish right here. This dude's a giant. Let's go ahead and put him in the water. We're gonna let him walk in. He's a big one, dude. Look at the size of him. Imagine having 20,000 of these in the pond, dude. Look at them go. Following each other.
They probably made a bond in that little cup to never leave each other.
Dude, look at the size of that one, dude. That's 4 inches all day. I wonder what they're gonna do if we can see them go to a rock or something. They're like falling right behind each other. So we just released the crawfish, guys. I'm so pumped that we finally set traps. They worked. As soon as we got to the river, it was flooded like I said. Didn't have high hopes that we're gonna get anything. It was just amazing that we actually caught crawfish, and they were absolutely giants. Watching them swim off from the pond, I wanna have 20,000 of them in here. I mean, I wanna have this pond loaded. The bass, like I said, I think they deserve to be eating some crawfish. Every bass should have the opportunity to do that. Tons of protein and nutrients for them. It'll make those bass grow bigger, and it'll get them more aggressive when we try to target them as anglers. I'm just glad that we're able to stock them in the pond today. We have a river that potentially holds some pretty big crawfish now. Me and Dylan are gonna hike through that to try to find some more spots. We wanna go back out there and have at least 10 more traps. So next time we do a video like this, we'll be bringing a bucket full of them here to release them all. Did you have a fun time doing this with me, man?
Oh yeah, I'm so stoked that we finally had a trap with crawfish in it, because the river that we tried to target first just did not produce, and we lost all of our traps. So this was definitely definitely exciting to see.
I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and if you did and you want to see us target more crawfish, do more pond stockings, and maybe even do some other stuff with them, guys, just leave a comment down below. You guys know the drill. We're gonna wrap it up right here. If y'all want to watch any of these videos, just click on one right here, leave a comment down below, let me know what y'all thought about it. If you want to support my channel, hit the like and subscribe button like always. I appreciate it, guys. Lippin Bass TV.